Hello guys, Alfred is here in a new Photoshop tutorial for the series of how I did it, and today we are going to see together how I did the upper trick on this artwork. So let's start. The first thing that we have to do is to take several pictures in different positions to pick later the perfect one. The second thing that we have to do is to take a blurry background of the same spot to confirm the gaps and where we have to omit some parts from the body. Then we open Photoshop and we start our work. So after uploading both pictures on Photoshop, we have to be sure that the model picture is in the top layer, like you are seeing here. The next step is to download some mouth 3D modelings that we can combine them later with the apple. Another step which is too much important in data collection is to download some pictures of some apple bites. Now I think that we have all data that we need, so we have to start working. I think that this 3D mouth modeling is the perfect one that we are going to use in the artwork. So using the pen tool, we have to select this 3D modeling. So after selecting this 3D modeling, we have to copy it and paste it in a separated layer. Using the selection tool, we have to grab this mouth here to the apple. We have to make sure that the mouth layer is in the top. So the next step is to modify the mouth size that can be combined with the size of the apple. Now the next step is to omit this part from the apple that gives, let's say, a 3D look to the apple with the 3D modeling of the mouth. So we have to use the mask and the brush tool, like you are seeing here, and we have to omit all this part of it. So it's going to be so the bottom picture is going to fill automatically because we already took a separated picture of the blurry background that we can fill what we are going to omit from the main picture. After omitting some parts from the main picture, we have now to play with the light and the shadow on the layer of the mouth that we can give a 3D look and a realistic look especially. So creating a new layer, and we use Alt here to can only modify on the layer of the mouth, then using black color and brush tool, Now by ending, modifying and combining between the mouth and the apple, we have to give them a shadow, more shadow, to give them a realistic look. So the next step here is to add the apple bites and combine them with the shape of the body. It is obvious that we are going to select some parts from the apple, so we are going only to select some parts from the yellow parts to combine them with the body. So using pen tool, we are going to select only this right or the left part of the apple, and we are going to focus only on the yellow part. So like you are seeing here, I selected on purpose some additional white part from the image, because at this level of a low quality image we can never be so precise. So I add some white parts from the picture here to omit them later, for the main purpose of covering all the yellow part of the apple. Now using eraser tool, we are going to omit and erase all the white parts that we just added to the picture, for the main reason of not losing any detail from the bite. Like you are seeing here, it is too easy to do. So the next step here is to select either the right or the left part from the apple, to copy and paste it here, then grab it to our project and combine it with the shape of our body here. After putting this part of the apple here in its right position, so we have to omit some parts from the body. The next step is to create a new layer with brush tool and black color. We are going to give some shadows that the t-shirt should give to this part of the bite. Now using pen tool, we are going to draw some parts from the back parts of the t-shirt. Now we have to give these two parts a shadow. The last edit concerning this part of the apple is to play a little bit with its contrast and luminosity. So we have to go to the layer of this part of the bite, then we are going to add edit layer, associate it with the apple parts, and draw a little bit the luminosity, and give some contrast to the picture to be combined with the general white balance of the image. The next step here is selecting this apple here to combine it with this part of the hand that holds the apple here. So let's start working on it. We have to copy and paste it here. So as usual, we have to copy and paste it here before grabbing it here to the hand. The next step here is to omit some using the mask layer here. As usual, is to omit these parts, two parts, both sides of our hand. So you have to select the mask layer here before and the black color. And like you are seeing it now, it's like both parts of my hand are connected via the apple. And in order to make this picture as much as realistic as possible, we have to bring some shadows like we did before with all the parts that we worked on until now. So selecting the layer of this part here of the apple, creating a new layer associated with the previous layer using Alt and the mouse here, and going to the brush tool, selecting the black color and drawing some black using the brush from the edge to the edge only for the edges here, like you are seeing. So another thing here is to play with the luminosity and contrast of this part of the apple. So we have to repeat the same process on the left side of the body and on the shoulder here. Now using the same apple that we selected before and grab it to our project and combine it with our shoulder shape here, like this. Omitting the part of the shoulder and doing the same procedure. I'm not going to repeat explaining this. We just have to repeat what we did here and what we did here on this part of the shoulder. So a little small trick before ending up with this project, we have to draw the yellowish part here between the t-shirt and the apple. Small trick before ending up with this project, we have to draw the yellowish part here between the t-shirt and the apple. And now at the end of this project here, you can color the picture like you want. Like you have just seen that I try to remake all the project, all the artwork from the beginning until the end. Even it has been a long time that I did this project for the first time, so I'm sorry if I missed any small detail from this project, although it feels like it didn't match at 100% the previous artwork, but I did this, but I will make all this project only to although it feels like it didn't match at 100% the previous artwork, but I did all the remake of this project only to explain the different steps and the different steps that I did this remake of this whole artwork only to explain the different steps that we have to walk through to get approximately the same result. So if you do like this video, don't hesitate to hit the like button and to subscribe to my YouTube channel.